I would like to take a moment to highlight the broader scope and strategic value of the community safety and well-being approach within any police service and its broader community network. At the center of everything is community safety. That's a common agenda. That's the goal. So it's represented by the three sides of this triangle: the community, the social service agencies, the municipality, and the police. At the community level, the CSWB approach helps in removing some of the key misunderstandings and misperceptions about the police and the roles that different stakeholders or different actors can play in the community safety. It connects the root causes and then the crisis, that the systemic inequities and inequities at the system level, how they lead to disparities, and then those disparities get translated into disorder and other quality of life issues, and finally those issues get translated into crisis. It helps the community develop a clear understanding of where the issue begins and the root causes, and how they get translated into crisis and crime and violence. For the social service agencies, on the other hand, for the municipalities, the CSWB approach helps in developing joint projects, developing community safety and well-being plan, and that approach helps understand who plays a role at which level and how to intervene and at what time. So most importantly, it helps shift the burden of community safety away from just the police towards a collective, accountable response. For the police services, the CSWB approach is not just a philosophy. It's one of the most effective interface with all the external partners and the community across multiple levels, from the neighborhood level up to the city level and all the way up to the provincial level. So at the neighborhood level, it helps develop community engagement strategies and safety plans that help engage community police officers, neighborhood resource teams, youth, and even crime prevention staff. Engage them in the neighborhood safety plans with residents and key stakeholders. At the neighborhood level, the CSWB approach, or CSWB teams, they help residents co-create safety plans, and the CSWB approach and staff help develop youth engagement programs, crime prevention initiatives that help in risk reduction and opportunities for youth engagement and their leadership development. So at the corporate level, the CSWB teams work with all the other directorates to develop a CSWB framework, looking into all the 4 levels of intervention, identifying those priorities, identifying priority actions within all those 4 areas, and also working in consultations with the community partners and the community directly. So getting their feedback, developing the CSWB framework, and then that can help the police services boards as well in setting up their strategic priorities. As a major corporate responsibility, the CSWB teams, they strengthen relationships with the external stakeholders and develop the CSWB framework, as I mentioned, and that becomes a planning platform for the organization. A well-developed CSWB framework ensures the input from all the directorates and all the key stakeholders, and also in the end, they support the police services board in setting up their strategic priorities aligned to the community needs. The framework also allows all the directorates within the police services to see where their work fits in the broader system of prevention and response. So provincially, all this work is led at city level, but then the CSWB approach also supports the police services work at the provincial level. So I'll just give you an example of the Ottawa Police Services, where they're working with OSCP and other police services. So they are on at least 4. The team, CSWB team, is on at least 4 committees and subcommittees of the OSCP at the provincial level, and setting up a community of practice, which we are working on at the moment. In short, the CSWB is not a side project. It's a strategic driver. It spans frontline engagement, organizational planning, partner collaboration, and policy development. It links neighborhood level needs and concerns with boardroom decisions and policy making. And this is the value of the CSWB team within the police service, right? It's very strategic, operational, integrated, and community focused. Thank you.